Static hum in the blackened sky. Radios buzz while the airwaves sigh. Calling out, calling through. Signal breaks the night in two. The ladies of parks on the air tonight. Voices loud, they claim their right. Spin the dial, let the world ignite. The ladies of parks on the air tonight. Trees stand tall in the electric haze. Metal and whispers in a feedback maze. Echoes bounce through the leaves, carrying secrets the wind believes. Tune it up, hear it clear. Every voice, every ear. The ladies of parks on the air tonight. Voices down, let the world ignite. The ladies of parks on the air tonight. Trees stand tall in the electric haze. Metal and whispers in a feedback maze. Echoes bounce through the leaves, carrying secrets the wind believes. Tune it up, hear it clear. Every voice, every ear. The ladies of parks on the air tonight. Voices down, let the world ignite. The ladies of parks on the air tonight. Hump Day streams light the spark. James and Dan ride the dark. Cheers rise with the frequency. Happy hour live on The ladies of parks on the air tonight. Voices loud, they claim their right. Spin the dial, let the world ignite. The ladies of parks on the air tonight.
What is up, Ham Radio? Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zoo November, the Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by, your one stop for everything Adventure Radio. It is Hump Day, time for the Hump Day Happy Hour. We got a great stream tonight. This is either the third or the fourth. Maybe you guys in the chat can tell me, because me and Dan couldn't remember. Third or fourth Women of POTA stream. But before we get started, we want to thank our Patreons because they are absolutely awesome people. And, you know, I'll tell you what. You can't say I don't never do nothing for the Patreons, because last night I had to go out in the pouring rain because one of them needed a late shift because they couldn't hump me today. So
The rain.
The rain. Yeah, it's like the Ohio State. It was the rain. Yeah, I'm telling you, it was horrible, but we got it done for her. So you're welcome, Toby. Also, shout out to the YouTube members. You guys are equally as important, green in chat or blue if you're a moderator. And the ever-changing board. Thank you very much, Josh and Kent, for the off-stream donations. Kent moves up to the fourth spot with his donation. So, Dan, what's going on, buddy?
Man, not a lot. It's going to be a fun night. We are here with some ladies of POTA, episode 217 of Hump Day Happy Hour this Wednesday. Hello, everybody. Let's run through the chat and see who is here. I don't know if it's first because YouTube is playing their shenanigans, but Daryl, we see you in here, buddy. Kilo Oscar 4 Sierra X-Ray Hotel. What is going on? Fred, November 8 Sierra Lima Tango. What's up? Kent, Kilo 9 Alpha Echo Echo. Mo is here. Kilo Oscar 4 Golf Bravo Bravo. Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie. Last I saw, he was running in CW out in the park. We had a little CW conversation. It was nice. Our buddy Ronnie's here. Kilo Oscar 4 Zulu Romeo X-Ray. What is up? Andy Cowley, always good to see you. Kenny is here. KC5 Mike Juliet Echo. Zach K4 Zulu Sierra Romeo. Our buddy 5'9" up in the hammer. 59A Victor Echo 3 Lima Bravo India. Mike 88 KB. K8 IKO. Happy hump day to you, brother. Gene McPhee from Killeen, Texas. That's N3X US. Whiskey Romeo Echo Whiskey 8. That's Liz and fam up in Misha again. Y'all stay warm. Dad's here. Kilo Delta 9 Uniform Victor Kilo. My Toy Ostrich Kilo 3 MTO. Chris, what's up? Martini is here. Whiskey Delta 4 Juliet Mike. Chicken. Bok. That's right. Michael and Mary, Kilo Echo 4 Eastern Standard Time and Kilo 4. Alpha. I mean, that's just how she says it. I gotta love it. Dennis, Alpha Delta 9 Whiskey Mike. What's up? The birthday boy. Every day is his birthday. Terry, Kilo 8 Golf Quebec. Happy birthday, buddy. Jason, KQ4 GPT. Good evening. Brent, November 4 Bravo Delta Whiskey. James, KI5 MBO. What's up? Aaron, what's up, buddy? KQ4 Hotel Zulu Kilo. Chris, K2 PTC. Man, we got a house full tonight. Chris Coble, Whiskey 0 Charlie Golf Charlie. 5'9" from East Tennessee. Good to see you. Oh, I'm sorry. Whisper 0 Charlie Golf Charlie. We got you, buddy. NC Old Man Overload. That's our buddy Turd in the pile up. N4 TRD. What is up? Kilo 40 Tata is here. Maurice, what's up? N7 NHS. Billy's here. WB4 VOL. KE6 GAE, the Hill Billingham. What is up? And that about rounds out the chat. And I need to go drink a gallon of water after reading all that. We're going to run around the horn real fast, see what everybody's been up to. James, what have you been doing this week, man, in the rain?
Playing in the rain. It's did nothing but rain here for like 3 solid days. And yesterday, even though it was raining, at least it was warm. But today and the day before, it was freezing rain and cold, and it's just been pretty miserable. Tired of getting wet, but one more day of rain, and then Friday, which is Halloween,
It's
supposed to be dry, which is good because I'm going to be filming a video Friday, so that's good. But before we get started, and we can say a very happy birthday to the young lady from POTA. November 8, really cool lasagna. Not cold, she's cool lasagna now. She's old.
Cool as the other side of the pillow lasagna.
Even though she called me, even though my ears ain't working, I called to tell her happy birthday today, and I thought it was her mom on the phone at first. And then when she called me on the radio, I thought it was Joel. So I don't know where my ears were today. All righty, let's get this going. First off, we got 3 ladies that probably none of you have seen before on the stream. I don't think you have seen on the stream yet. They're all newer to POTA, but they're all absolutely just kicking some butt in POTA. You know, they've been hunting me left and right. I know they're out there. So they're probably in a lot of your guys' logs. So first, we'll say hi to Devora. How you doing, Devora?
Hello. Doing well, thank you.
And Miss Roseanne.
Hello.
And Miss Stroke Alpha Golf for the longest time. Jennifer, how are you?
I'm great.
Oh, all righty. So we're going to get it started as always. Muddy audio from me. Well,
You good now?
I'm good now. Okay.
Yeah, you were a little muddy earlier, probably because all the rain you've been having.
It's probably the internet. The internet's probably struggling a little bit in this rain as well.
Yeah, you good.
So we'll get it started. First off, we want to find out what got you started in ham radio, and which one of you would like to start with that. Oh boy, they're
Cricket.
I'll do it.
All right, Rosanna, lead us off.
Well, I knew my husband was a ham radio operator, and whenever they had the hurricane that came through and hit North Carolina, it really upset me that they didn't have any communications and that people were doing without and stuff. And so I asked my husband about ham radio, and he got me started. So it's all Kilo Charlie 8 Juliet Oscar Oscar's fault. That's what I tell him anyhow. But he's very encouraging.
Okay. All right. Whichever one of you want to go next.
I'll go, James. I sort of feel like that radio is a little bit maybe in my blood from the fact that even my dad was a radio operator when he was in the U.S. Army stationed in Germany. So I get it way back. I got my first license in the 90s. Sort of life took some turns, but had a lot of friends back then. And then most recently, my brother, K4JT, felt that maybe I was a little bit too much of a workaholic and that I needed a hobby. So he got me back into that and into POTA.
Excellent. And maybe I'm a little bad influence on him too, because when you haven't hunted me for a few days, I'm like, tell your sister to stop working so much and hunt me. I've done that a couple times to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, all righty, Miss Jennifer. What got you started?
Well, my husband, K8IKO, has done ham radio for probably 10 years, and I kind of followed along and eventually started logging for him just so I could be with him when we were camping or doing whatever. And then just about a month and a half ago, I just decided to start studying and took my first test, and the rest is history.
So like I said, all newer people to POTA, but I'm telling you right now, if you're not paying attention, they're absolutely they're the new breed. I'm telling you, they're all very busy in POTA. It's just amazing. It's just like every time I get spotted, I can guarantee that, well, maybe not during the early day, when they're busy, but if it's in the evening, they're all in my log every time, just about. So I mean, I know they're killing it, and it's really awesome. So all right, we're gonna start in the reverse order. We'll start with Jennifer, and you kind of answered it already, but what got you started into POTA?
I remember the first time I went with Ryan when POTA kind of started, or he started doing it. And he was showing me what he was doing, and it wasn't pileups then. It was very slow. It was the middle of the day. And I was like, this is the most boring thing. I have to figure out something to do. So that's when I started logging, and I really loved then writing down all the call signs. I know one of your previous women of POTA, they were talking about they love writing, logging in a notebook, and I just love that. It's just a challenge for me. So I started that, and then I just got a whim one day. I was procrastinating on something else, and I downloaded the app and started studying for the tech test. And then about the beginning of this month, I took the general, and here I am.
I can actually hear. Yeah, so I can hear it now. It's actually like, Ryan, you go out to the park and do what? Really? Okay.
So first off,
we love camping, so it paired well with that. But I had to figure out a way to be part of it, because otherwise it was just me sitting there.
So first off,
watching.
I'm gonna get a lesson from him of how he talked her into not only coming to the park with him, but to get her to log for him.
Yeah.
I don't know. You have to ask him.
He's really a game up on us. Okay, so it'd be Devora. Go ahead.
I think this last time recently, my brother's really good for challenging me, and he had gotten into POTA, and he's like, you really should try that. So he got me set up. I went back and got my license again and started out with a technician, and really encouraged me to activate even as a technician when I was basically just on 10 meters mostly. But I didn't know I couldn't do it. So went out there and got a few activations this past March. And then I started studying for my general and got that. So that's opened up a whole world in POTA for me.
Absolutely. And and she's from the Dom part of the world too. So she's over there around very active people as well. So that's an encouraging thing as well. And actually, Jennifer and Devora both hunted me as Stroke Alpha Golfs. So I did not have the same luck because she's actually Stroke Alpha Echo. What got you into POTA, Roseanne?
I first started with hunters. I love to hunt the parks. I love to see the different parks where they're at and everything. And then during the state of Ohio POTA competition, I went out with our club, and Ryan, Jennifer's husband, was teaching me how to do it. So he's got 2 strokes against him.
Oh, okay.
It's all his fault.
I'm gonna start calling him Chic Ryan. You know, he's up there with this POTA harem.
Can we just rename this stream the Blame Ryan stream? I mean, might as well.
That's great. Hey, listen, that's great that he's encouraging people to get out there and but you didn't log for him, did you?
No, I logged for myself. I actually did my own POTA activation. So
I started out logging for Devon, so that got me into it.
I thought she was going to say no. I put up his antenna. Oh, that's great. He says he'll take the blame for it.
good. I'm glad he does.
It seems like we have a fair amount of paper loggers in the chat, which me personally, I could never do, but that's just me. I want to know, do you log on paper or do you use a tablet or your phone? If you use a tablet or a phone, what app do you use? Let's start with Devora.
I'm definitely a paper logger. That was how Devon got me started, and so I'm still doing that. I'd love to look into a ham logger portable, but hadn't quite got there yet.
Okay. So that's one for a paper logger. Rosanna?
Paper.
Another paper, and I know Ryan's probably paper.
No.
No, he's not.
No.
Oh.
I would have never thought Ryan was paper.
No. When we are activating, we use a tablet in Polo.
Polo, okay.
Yeah. And then just at home, I don't do paper anymore. It's N3. I wrote it down. N3FJP's amateur contact log. I use that.
That's what I use at home as well. And out in the field, I use Polo, either on my tablet or on my phone, depending on how much I want to cuss and throw my phone. Because using Polo on my phone, I can do it. But the keyboard's really small, and I got really fat thumbs. So I'll make a lot of mistakes. So if I log your call sign wrong, that's probably why.
I will
the only time I'll use my phone for logging with Polo is if I'm doing a summit, because the pileups normally not that big because I'm going to be QRP. And well, like the other day, I did a summit on 2 meters only, and I knew it was going to be fine for logging with the phone. But normally I'm with a tablet because, yeah, I'm the same way. I will fat finger your call, right, Liz?
Yeah.
We're blaming Dan for that by calling her all these different things. She messaged me the other day. She's like, "You didn't log me on 40 meters." I'm like, "Oh, you've turned into that person now, huh?" So I looked and I was like, "Yeah, I did. It's right here." I sent her a picture of it.
Don't feel bad.
And she's like, "My call's not Whiskey 8 Echo Romeo."
Don't feel bad. I logged myself almost because I was running CW and somebody called me with my call sign first. They said WD4DAN. This is.
Dude, do you know how many times I've almost done that?
So I'm hearing the Morse code and I'm typing in the call sign. I hear. I'm like, wait a minute, that's familiar. That's my call sign.
I haven't almost logged myself because I always log after I send it. But I'll hear it and I'm like, okay, it's Kilo Echo 8 station, and then Papa Zulu November, and I'm like, wait, that's me.
All right, let's go around the horn for another question, man. The chat has some good ones here. I got a couple in the queue here. Brent, November 4, Bravo Delta Whiskey, wants to know, what is the most unique QSO you've made, whether it's a long distance context, a DX context, or even just a unique stateside contact that sticks out for you? Do you have a unique or an exciting contact that that's memorable to you? Maybe your first one you ever made. I don't know. Let's go around the horn. I'm gonna just throw it up. Whoever wants to answer.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Roseanne.
When I was doing my first POTA activation, I got Australia, and I was so thrilled that I got Australia because I've been trying to get it forever, and it was like, I can't believe I did that.
On activation number 1, you work Australia. That is unbelievable. Next.
The first few days I got a guy in Great Britain, and I was very excited about that. And then when I started using Stroke AG on FT8, someone put an extra little message of congrats in the, whatever it's called. And I didn't know how to respond because I haven't figured out how to do that yet. But I thought that was fun that somebody put a personalized message in there.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So it looks like we're getting blessed, and we're getting another female of POTA.
We have Cuz,
and it's kind of funny because when it was asked about her doing this stream, her boyfriend told me there's no way in the world she would ever come on stream. So we're gonna bring her out.
She got coaxed.
What's going on, Miss Jamie?
Hi.
So you're behind on questions since your boyfriend answered for you and said you're too chicken to come on stream. That's why I said chicken when he.
Wait a minute. Y'all both called me chicken. So I blame both of y'all.
You have to. We'll just pick up right where we are. All right. So that's Whiskey Delta 4 Juliet Mike. For those of you who don't know, the jumbo marshmallow. What is if you had to think of one memorable contact that you made?
The aeronautical.
Aeronautical, yes.
Aeronautical.
I remember that one. I have never, and it surprised me when she got that because I was listening at home. She was in the park, and I heard the plane 33,000 feet over the Atlantic Ocean. I have never made an aeronautical contact when I was in a park, ever. I think that was really cool. Brian with the super chat. Thanks so much, buddy.
That was with the super you saved me today chat is what that was for.
That's right. Gene McPhee said he got a cargo ship near South Africa.
Nice.
That's cool. So I've got several aeronautical mobile from the parks.
I hear them all the time, but they never hunt me.
But what I'm craving is, and it's all because, I got into ham radio to honor my dad when he passed away, and I've tried to emulate everything he did and just, go 20 million steps further. Of course, he was a big CW person, and now I'm do CW like crazy. But he once made a contact with a active submarine.
Wow.
And I remember this because I got the card out of the mail and I was so excited when I seen it when I was a kid, and he was telling me about it. And if there's any service people that watch the show and you're on an active submarine and you can hunt me from an active submarine, that would just make my year. All right, Dan, what other questions you got in the chat for?
I'm a looking. There is an announcement Saturday night. Don't forget you set your clocks back. Late shift will be changing to 7 Eastern time. Anyway.
So while you're looking, I'll go ahead with the next one, and we'll let Jamie start since she's popped in first or last. What do you like better, activating or hunting?
Activating. Even though I don't really do it much.
Why do you choose activating?
Because I guess because I hear people come to me instead of me going to them.
Absolutely, you're the DX. That's the greatest thing. There's a lot of people that they'll sit home all day long and all they want to do is hunt DX, and I go to the park, and DX will hunt me. So I mean, that's just it for me. All right, we'll just go in order across the bottom of the screen. Jennifer, what activating or hunting?
I don't know yet. I really love both of them. I like hunting in the morning because I kind of have some regulars, and it feels like I'm talking to a family. I'm just meeting the relatives. I don't know, but I like activating too. But I think the more I do it, I'll have a better answer.
Okay, Roseanne.
I think the more I activate, I'll probably like that a lot better too. But right now, it's the hunting is, I enjoy that.
Okay, and Devorah.
I'd have to say the same. Right now, I really enjoy the hunting. I'm working more toward getting into activating since I do travel for my job. So I'm looking at stopping by parks. But for right now, I really enjoy the hunt.
Okay, so now I got a trick question. Dan told him we wouldn't trick them at all, but we all know that I'm not playing that game, Dan. So Devorah has a special contact with me because she was on a work trip and she was in her motel room and she put up an antenna in her motel room just to hunt me.
I sure did, James. And my brother had just given me a Faraday cloth, and I got my antenna out, and I just appreciated that contact so much because it was so down in the weeds, can I say it? But you were so patient with me that night, and we kept trying until we finally got it. So that was really awesome.
Yeah, very cool. So we'll start with Roseanne and go back across. Have you ever done something really exotic just to make a contact like that?
Yeah, I kind of like, I turn my volume way up and stuff, especially when they're down in the dirt. And it's like, okay, I can make out his call sign. I can make out their park number and stuff. And I just throw it out there. And sometimes we pass back in 2, 3 threes and stuff. And it was like, yes, I got him.
Then you have some Yahoo like me, and when you don't turn your volume down fast enough, blow your eardrum out.
Yeah, that's the worst part about activating. I get somebody that's a 2-2, and I'm really trying. I've tried like 7 times, and I've got my ear all the way down to the speaker, and I finally work it, and I'm raising my head back up, and somebody comes through there 40 over, like ripping my ear. I think the worst one ever was Charlie Golf Charlie when I was in Lake Norman. And he had been hunting DX, so he really had it juiced up, and he really killed me. All right, anything you've had to do weird to make a contact? No,
Not yet.
it's coming. I promise you, it's coming. What about you, Jamie?
Getting Terry with the 1-1, Uncle Chicken Legs.
Okay, yeah, well, that's a typical getting Terry as a 1-1 contact sometimes, but I think I worked him 3 times a day, and he was a 2-2. So, and then sometimes he's 20 over, but it's fun like that. All right, Dan, any more from the chat?
Yeah, brand of radios that you use to hunt or activate. A lot of people want to know if you're radio agnostic, or if you lean towards a certain band. I'm going to answer for James. He's a Yaesu guy. Me, I'm kind of agnostic. My main radio right now is a Yaesu. I use Yaesus for activations, but I also use Elecraft and ICOM. I mean, whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. But we'll go reverse around the horn here. Do you have a radio preference for either hunting or activating, Devorah?
I use an ICOM 718 at home when I'm hunting, but I carry a Yaesu FT891 with me when I head out for work.
Excellent rig. Rosanna?
At home, I use an ICOM 746 Pro. I had to stop and think. And then when I'm out on the field and stuff, I take the FT891.
That's 2 with it. See, I have the 891 too. So far, everybody has an 891 to activate with. Jennifer, what do you use?
891 to activate, and then I have a Yaesu 991 at home.
All right. Did you steal that from Ryan, or did...
I did.
Okay.
You set me up in the opposite corner of the house, away from him.
And Jamie, what do you use?
891 for activating and a 101D for hunting.
Yep.
That's called the
So-
easy button. That's called the easy button.
The easy POTA.
Yep, the easy button. So it seems like we're pretty on the activating side. It's Yezu. Yeah.
And just so you know, Dan, my only activation today, because I'm not going to count late shift. My only activation of the day was on an ICOM. Just so you know.
go. Hey.
Wow.
Let's see. We did the choice for radios. Any other modes other than sideband right now? Are you interested in digital, or maybe have an interest in learning CW? Let's go reverse this time. Jamie, you're first.
Slowly learning CW if I can differentiate the bleeps and bloops.
The bloops and the bleeps.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dits and dons. That's right. Jennifer.
I haven't thought about CW, and I'm just kind of getting into what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, it can be a little bit overwhelming when you first start. You don't want to dive, head into something and then get covered up with something else. But
Right.
focus
When
on one thing at a time. Yeah.
Yeah, when I first got my tech, Ryan set me up with FT8. He told me basic FT8, and then I was on 10 meters, and he went away for work for a whole week, and it was the best thing because I had to learn it by myself. So
Yeah.
slowly but surely.
All right, Rosanna.
I think I'd like to learn the CW next and the FT8. So
Devorah?
I think I would go with the CW. I started it one time before, but I really need to dive deep into it. But I'd like to try the CW.
All right. And James, what are you learning?
I'm learning to do pigeon carrying, where I send
Pigeon?
messages by pigeon.
That's a good one. That is a very good one. Let's see. We did the setup. Yezu ICOM.
Gene McPhee wants to know if they have any MCOM interests.
Into any kind of emergency communications. I know that it was mentioned about the Asheville area with the hurricane coming through and communications like that, and especially what's going on right now in Jamaica, Cuba, getting into Turks and Caicos, the destruction down there. There's a heavy need and a heavy presence for ham radio operators to pass messages back and forth to these countries that get devastated by Hurricane Melissa. Does anybody have an interest in emergency communications aspect of ham radio, or is your interest not really that way? Jamie?
If I need to learn it, I would, just to help other people, so I can communicate with others to make sure they're okay and if they needed anything.
Yep, exactly. And Jennifer, we'll just go around the horn again.
I think if in the future that might be something that I'm interested in.
And Rosanna?
it's worth learning how to do it and how to do the right kind of communications with these people.
Especially when they need it, like what they went through with up there in Asheville. And Devorah.
I'd be open to definitely helping because it was a great blessing back in '96 when Hurricane Fran hit the area where we lived. Both my brother and brother-in-law were able to keep communications up because they're both hams and they were at shelters doing that through the night.
And I know James's club in Whiskey Victor, Whiskey 8 Lima Oscar Golf, is probably involved with some MCOM stuff, right, James?
Yep, always. They're always doing MCOM stuff.
That's about it for the questions. Shoot some more questions in the chat if you got anything else.
There's some coming in there. We got any other interest than POTA, like contesting satellites, anything like that?
Well, I did the Bigfoot Big Stomp 2 weeks ago, and I was very excited about that. I got all the letters. I was very proud of myself.
But listen, everybody has their events. Like I'm Mr. POTA, but when the 13 colonies come around every year, that's my big thing. I love to hunt the 13 colonies, and that's the one event that you'll see me hunt every year. Yes, of course, I'll do most of it from the POTA park, but it's a really fun event, so I enjoy it. Anybody else?
I think that would be mine as well, James. The 13 colonies I got started with this year because KE4JT got to be K2J for North Carolina with that. And I know he was real excited. So that's the 13 colonies would definitely be my event.
Ooh, I'm in
I've
North
done-
Carolina. I'm in North Carolina right now. Do I qualify to run North Carolina next year?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Anybody else?
I've done 5 contests this year.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I loved it. It was exciting and stuff, and I just wanted to see if I could beat my number from the last one. One more contact than I got the last time. That's all I ever considered it now.
It's funny because I've had many of contest stations reach out to me and be like, "Hey, would you consider coming and running the contest with us?" They're like, the number of QSOs that you can do per hour is just unreal, and I'm like, I would probably be interested in it, but I don't see me traveling like 6 and 8 hours just to go sit inside a contest room for 48 hours straight. I was like, can I do it from a park somewhere? Then yes, I'll do it. I'm not a big indoor radio guy. I mean, yeah, if it's pouring the rain, I want to be inside a vehicle or something, but I like the outdoors. So
Chris brings up an interesting point. He says a female voice for emergency communication seems to command more respect, and the voice carries well. That's probably why most dispatchers. I mean, I used to be a sheriff's deputy for about a decade. Most of our dispatchers were female, but I think, Chris, the real reason is they demand. It's not that they demand more respect. It's that nobody on the other side of the radio has the audacity to tell them no. Because they know they're never going to hear the end of it.
Plus, the female voice has a dB gain over the male voice, and that brings my question: has any of your husbands or your brother or anybody ever had you break a pile up for them? Jennifer saying yes. Yeah.
I'm just complaining tonight, and I said, "Do you want me to do it for you?"
I will have. I've had many of people. The call comes out and it's a lady, and I was like, "Oh, you don't sound like yourself tonight." And then then the male will get on there and say, "Yeah, I had to get her to break the pile up. I couldn't get her." And the wife won't even be a ham. It'd just be straight third party calling his call.
Yeah.
Lou says 100% he's used pink to break a pile up.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
Liz says children are great pile up breakers. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I have seen this question. I'm getting it, Kelly. I've seen it a couple of times, and it's a big question for me as well. There's several people in the chat want to know what your goals are for POTA.
I think we can actually go around the entire horn here and answer that question. So I'm sure everybody has goals that they want to accomplish, be it hunting or activating. So let's start with Rosanna this time.
I have 2 states left to get. So my goal is Alaska and Hawaii.
Nice.
So that's my last 2. And after that, then it's just get as many as I possibly can.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I kind of dozed.
Yeah,
I went somewhere. I don't know.
Order here, man. Come on.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm telling you. Jennifer.
I would like to activate. I did 5 parks in a day, but I would like to keep increasing that. I guess 10 is the next one, and I have some 10 spots outlined. So that's my next
10.
goal.
Okay. So we got a future rover here. Now I'm going to ask a question to Ryan in the chat. Ryan, what is the number of where she's going to say, "I'm done with this"?
Right. And while Ryan's answering that, let me give you a pro tip on roving. They are that number. You get the maximum. So if you go out and do 30 parks in a day, you'll get the 30 park award. You won't get all the other ones below that. You'll
Ah,
just get the 30.
Wow.
Yeah, you just get
so you
right.
work up.
So you won't get the the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25s.
Oh yeah, that would have made it too easy.
Yeah. All right. Goals in POTA. Why Ryan is thinking of the answer that won't get him in trouble here.
Yeah, he's carefully thinking of this.
Devora, your goals.
I'm still working on the 50 states like Rosanna, and I have Alaska and Nebraska. But I also activated the Vance State Game Lands, and I worked to be the one who had activated it the most. So I've accomplished that goal. So setting some in front of me.
I have a
Very
tip.
nice.
I don't know very much, but here's a tip for finding those 50 states. If you get the Ham Alert app and you put in the states you want, it'll let you know. And that's how I got Alaska and Hawaii.
Very nice.
And Ryan, like a good husband, picks a
He
good
told-
answer. He said, "There's always room for one more."
That's the correct answer, Ryan.
I appreciate that, Jennifer. I'm going to take you up on it.
Juliet, Mike, the Jumbo Marshmallow, your goals for POTA. What do you want to accomplish?
Try to get more new to me parks and also work on more kilos.
Yeah, well, you're working on one now at Reed Bingham State Park, right?
I got 400 and something left.
I'm really offended, Dan.
What's that? What'd I do?
None of them's goal was to get a 1K coin for hunting me.
Not
I'm
yet.
so offended.
They might not know about it.
I know.
Yeah, see.
Oh,
Mine personally is to do more CW activations.
Yeah.
And I try to do CW every time I go out, but it always doesn't happen. Matter of fact, the last 3 or 4 activations I've done have been just CW. So I don't think I'm going to do just CW because it kind of makes other people that don't do CW kind of mad when they need the park that I'm at. Because here in South Georgia and North Florida, especially the big line of parks right here in North Florida, they're not activated very often at all. So a lot of people need them. And I don't want to be that guy that just goes out and just does CW and say, "Oh, if you want the park, learn CW." I'm not. Yeah, I'll still activate them sideman. James, without giving up anything for the New Year stream, what kind of goals you got going on?
without giving up anything with the New Year's stream,
A blank
I'm
piece
just
of paper.
gonna say that next year at some point, I'm going to hit 500,000 POTA contacts. So
Yeah.
I was just looking at the numbers today, and I was like, "Wow, I'm going to hit 500,000 early next year." So that's not really a goal. It's a fact for me.
That's amazing.
I'm really excited about that.
Look who we'll get to the first part, but look who graced us here. Kilo 6 Romeo Delta Juliet is in the chat. Good to see you, Richard. Hopefully you're doing well, my friend. And always a pleasure to have you around. And let's see. Yeah, it's really good to see him in here.
Absolutely.
Aaron wants to know, do you remember the first park you activated or hunted? Park number 1 that started your POTA craze. What was it? Devora.
Rhodes State Park. I was a favorite of my brother's, and we sort of met up there, and that was my first one.
That was ground zero for your POTA.
Ground zero. Absolutely.
Gotcha. And Rosanna.
Guilford Lake in Ohio.
Nice. Jennifer.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question. It went out. What did
The first park that you activated, or the first park that you hunted, whichever one is more memorable?
it would be Guilford Lake, the same as Rosanna, because it's close to both of us.
Nice. And Jamie?
Probably Grand Bay for for activation, the WMA that's close to us. And I think the first person I hunted was James at that, not Panther, the other one.
Tomlin.
No,
Tomlin.
the other one.
Chief Logan?
No, Chief Logan.
Wow. The capital.
Yep, the capital. Let's see. A comment about Alaska and Hawaii here, since a couple are still needing it. Now's a good time to get it with the band conditions the way they are at the peak of, if not coming off the top of the solar cycle. The upper bands are going to be really good for that. I hear them on quite frequently, 10 meters, 15 meters. Sometimes on 17 meters they'll get on, but let's see. But it's also getting to be winter time, so there might not go out as often. You never know.
Well, I don't think that's going to matter to Hawaii, but you
Oh,
got to
that's
have
true.
you got to have people over there activating.
Yeah.
The problem with Hawaii is you get a lot of tourists that'll activate it, and they bring QRP radios because of the battery restrictions on planes and stuff.
Yeah. Another woman of POTA who is not in the stream tonight. We love you, Liz. Whiskey 8 Echo Romeo Romeo. Ask, what is your favorite part of ham radio? Is it aggravating people on the air? Is it breaking pileups for Ryan? I mean, what's your favorite part of ham radio, Jamie?
Just get it, or meeting or talking to new people, and then going to Hamfest and meeting new people, the same people that you put faces to voices.
Yep. So the personal aspect to it of meeting the people you talk to every day, and finally putting a face to the voice that you've been hearing on the radio the last year. So yeah, that's a pretty cool. The Hamley part of it. Yep. Jennifer, what?
The Hamley part of it.
Yeah.
I was very surprised at how sincere and excited and genuine people are. They're happy for you. They talk to you. It's just, it was wonderful. And it is wonderful.
It absolutely is. Like, if you go to like any of the big three shows like Dayton or Orlando or Huntsville, and you go by one of the POTA tents, you will be totally overwhelmed with people who you've hunted or has hunted you, and like they're all so excited to meet you, and it's just an amazing feeling. Like you'll never get over like how welcoming it is. So it's really great.
Yeah, that's true. Where do I leave off? Rosanna.
My thing is I like to hear the kids because they come on, they talk to you, they're genuine, they ask you questions. I mean, it's really good because they ask you what's the weather like, and they're very interested in where you're at, what state you're in.
Yeah.
And they ask a bunch of questions, and I really like that. And I had that opportunity with an 8-year-old not too long ago.
You and James both. One of the favorite things that James does on the air is work the Utes as we call them, and he'll stop his whole pile up to work a youth. And if they just shoot him an email, he'll send out a card to him. So I think it's a really awesome thing. Devorah, what you got?
The community aspect has been great for me as well. That Hamley that you talked about, it's just opened another whole world of people that are just, as mentioned before, sincere, kind, caring. It's really nice.
And Brother James, what's your favorite part of the hobby, rather than other than racking up QSOs? I play this game, and I play this game. When I talk to people over and over and over and over and over again, I get this mental picture in my head of what they look like. Yeah.
And then it's so much fun to meet them in person and see that I'm totally wrong.
It's never right. You're right.
There's been a couple of times I've been right, and it was actually Larry and Dave from Hamilton, Ontario.
Mm-hmm.
And believe it or not, I almost nailed Jennifer. She looks about exactly like what I thought she looked like.
I was pretty close on Craig, November 4, Charlie Whiskey Bravo, in my mental picture.
Devorah I pictured with longer hair, and Roseanne I pictured with longer hair as well. So.
All right. Any other questions in the chat? Throw them up here. We're getting into the last about 10 minutes here.
There's one. Any interest in satellite work?
Yeah. I mean, that's something that I'm maybe getting interested in, but I'm not in any hurry. You put it that way. Does anybody have any interest in working the satellite birds?
Not yet.
Not yet for me either. I'm still learning how to do a lot of the other stuff. So
I'm curious, Chris. My toy ostrich, is that a one of my original OG cards, like the little cheap ones, or is that the one with the waterfalls on it? 'Cause that's a good ways back.
Nice. That's the fun thing about ham radio is there's so many different little avenues, sub things that you can run down to, and the bigger genre of ham radio is up here, and there's so many different little things that you can do: satellites, digital. I mean, Winley. You can send email over ham radio, POTA, contesting. I mean, there are a literal ton of aspects of ham radio, and it can get overwhelming because there's all this stuff that you want to do, and you want to do it all right now. But it's like, let's take it one thing at a time. Let's get good at something, and then work on something else and work on something else. But yeah.
And yes, Aaron, way better looking than I expected. Like I first time I met you, I had to turn around and think because I thought I was in the wrong place. And yes, she has one of the original OG cards. That's great,
Wow.
Chris.
Wow. I think I might have one sitting around here somewhere.
An original?
Yeah, the OG ones, the white and black ones.
Have you known me that long?
You sent me one because I sent you a DX10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you probably got a pair of my used underwear too. So
let's see. We did the contesting, MCOM. If you use your voice to break pile-ups, absolutely. I don't blame you one bit. If I missed anything, ask it again in the chat.
I got one for him because you've got two married, one that has a boyfriend that does POTA, and one that has a brother that does POTA. So let's the guys have been on good behavior. Ryan answered his question correctly. So let's see if the ladies. What do you prefer to activate with the person who got you started, or would you rather be alone? We'll start with Devore.
You're going to get me in trouble, James.
Sorry, Devon.
I love activating with him, but he's wide open, and I'm really working to make POTA something that helps me relax after work. So I need to slow it down just a little bit. When I'm with him, it's on go. So yeah, I'm sorry, Devon, if you're out there. I'd really rather activate by myself.
He does hunt me a lot. That might be some of my fault. Okay, Roseanne, what about you?
I'd rather activate with him because I'm still learning. I'm just brand new at this. So and on top of that, he's my antenna guy. I mean, he helps get me set up and stuff, and he'll sit back and he'll just let me do my thing on the radio and stuff, and he seems to enjoy that aspect of it. He likes to make antennas and do his own thing, so it's appreciated.
All right, I'm not gonna put Ron's comment up there before she answers. Jennifer, what's the answer?
I love activating with them, but I want to learn everything I need to do it on my own. I want to try it on my own.
Stay home, Ryan.
Yeah.
He said be nice. That was a nice answer, Ryan. All right, Jamie.
I'd rather activate with him, or he just follow me, and if I do it alone. But I don't like being alone in a park by myself, especially like late shift.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, what if it's a daytime?
He can be with me, or I could be alone. I prefer either one.
Okay. I activate with a lot of people. I prefer to activate alone because I like to go blistering fast. And it's it's quite funny because we went to a Hamfest in Charleston, West Virginia one time, and there were 6 POTA people there that wanted to go activating with me. So we all went out to a park, and all 6 of them was going to log. And I was like, okay, one of you guys can just send me the log. I'll run the mic. And 10 parks in, I turned around, and they all looked like deer in headlights. I was like, okay, guys, hold on. I got some slow loggers here. So I just run off from my head the 10 calls that I had already ran. And they're like, how did you remember all them? I was like, we're only 10 in, guys.
Yeah.
But so there's a club up there that has a joke about don't never log for James. But I do slow down for people, I think. Maybe sometimes.
I've logged for you. I don't have any problem with it.
You
But me
don't?
and you kind of think the same too. So
You don't. It's hard to log for another person
it is.
because they call different calls than you're hearing.
Yeah,
And-
that's a big problem. But it seems like 90. I mean, the
That's
high
a good
90%
thing.
of the times, me and you are right on track.
The good thing with me and Dan, we work really well together because he's already typing what call I'm getting ready to call out. So one of my favorite people to log for me. See, Ryan, I have a harem too. Mine's just uglier than yours. Oh,
All right. Any straggling questions that we have? We're starting to wrap it up here. I don't see anything else that I missed. If I did miss something, reach through the screen and slap me one good time.
yeah, we can
And,
start. We can start
all right.
running it down because we got more people to say what they've got coming up.
Yeah. We did that with the whole volunteering thing. James wants to know if you would help out with Jamboree on the air with the Scouts. They just had a Jamboree on the air for the Boy Scouts, help them get their, I think, communication badge or a merit badge or something along those lines. But yeah.
I know Roseanne would do it because she loves. She done said she loves the kids.
I used to be a scout leader, so yes.
Very nice.
Oh, okay. I couldn't
Hey,
do that
Sandy?
because the kids would come home and they'd be talking to her mom like, her mom was like, "Did you have a good time?" "Yeah, we had a real good time." Blah, 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 blah. And then she was talking too fast. What happened to you?
Making ease.
Yeah, I had a great time, Mom. I'm going to go to my room, 73.
Okay, one last question before we wrap up. You may not have done it yet, but it's going to happen to you. Have any of you in person been talking to somebody and as you were getting ready to go said 73?
Yeah.
I have.
Yep.
Yep.
Definitely.
Everybody but Jennifer. Okay. It's going to happen. I promise you. So I used to be a bartender, and one of my customers was leaving, and they were, as he was getting ready to walk in the door, I said, "All right, I'll see you next time, 73." And I was like, why did
I've
I
had, I've had a coworker say something that I didn't quite understand, and the only thing I said was again.
Again.
better than QRZ? All right. So we'll start with Jamie. Jamie, what you got coming up?
Working, and hopefully after work I can go drag my lazy tail to a park and activate.
Okay. Jennifer, what do you got coming up?
I need to activate for early shift. I haven't done that yet. So
Yeah, that's probably my least amount of contacts is the early shift.
Yeah.
And when I get my early shifts, that means I've been out all night activating most of the time.
Yeah.
All right, Roseanne, what do you got coming up?
Probably some more contesting
Okay.
and keep going with my hunting my parks for right now.
Maybe one day I'll just literally set up. I'll get a campsite or something. I'll just set up in a park and do a contest, just to see what it's like for me. What about you, Devor?
I'd like to work on next more states activating in. Since I travel in Georgia this week, I'd like to get Georgia. A couple of weeks, I'll be up toward West Virginia, Kentucky, and Ohio. So I'd like to add some different states to my activation parks.
Yeah, you let me know what part of West Virginia you go, and I'll send you to the right place. Dan, what about you?
I got work coming up. I'm going to hunt some POTA. hopefully be out soon, activating more, working on Jamie's Kilo at Reed Bingham. We need to get that done. Hopefully we get it done weekend after next. But thanks everybody for joining us. Hump Day Happy Hour episode 217 is in the books. Thank you, Devora, Rosanna, Jennifer, and Jamie for joining me and James tonight. I am going to drop some links in the chat to the Patreon and the Discord, where we are going to go after the stream and hang out for the after chat over in Discord, which is a Patreon benefit, which James is going to let you know about right now.
That's right. It is a Patreon benefit, but lucky for you, you can go over to Patreon and sign up for free for a 7-day free trial as a top activator. The big kicker is you must message me or Dan, because I don't think I get notifications. I actually got one the other day, but I don't think I get them. I think that was a fluke. And that way we can get you access to the rooms and stuff like that. Other than that, lucky me, I don't have to go out in the rain tonight because I got after chat. But tomorrow I'll be back out in the rain activating, and got a video drop at 4 o'clock as always on Thursday. And it's actually not POTA. It's soda. Close enough. But Friday, I got a very special activation, and it's so special that after I activate, I'll be coming straight back here to edit the video and put it out that day. It will go out Friday. So you will not want to miss that video. And there you go. If you want to be on that video, you've got to hunt me that morning for sure. So other than that, on the air every day, dropping videos like crazy. Thanks everybody for coming and hanging out with us tonight. And we'll catch you guys on the air. 73, everybody.
See you guys.
73.